to that. So social media has changed so dramatically over the last year, 2 years, even 3 years. Before, everybody was really focused on being an influencer and having all these massive numbers of followers, and not really focusing on the connecting and the engaging. And what's happened, because our consumers are so intelligent and we have so much access to so many different types of information now through social media, through websites, et cetera, that we have a lot of different choices on who we choose to follow and engage with. So think about your own social media patterns or your own buying patterns. Like me, I'm a very loyal customer. So if I find somebody whose product adds value to my life, is excellent with customer service, has fantastic delivery, and on social media, they reach out and connect with me, or they respond to my messages, et cetera, I tend to follow that person on a regular basis. I tend to engage with that person, and I tend to be a very loyal customer. So think about yourself as a consumer. Well, you're no different than all the other millions of people, 7.5 billion people on the planet. Half of those people are on social media or more. 3/4 of those people are on social media. And they're all looking for so many different things. And what makes them stop is as soon as they see something that caught their eye, and then when they zoom in on that, metaphorically, they're zooming in on something that engaged with them. And usually that's some sort of a connection that you're making emotionally. And so you have to figure out, how can you emotionally connect with other people and not focus on all these massive numbers of followers? Because really, in the end, what you care about is that one person who just loves the shit out of you and is going to talk about you everywhere they go. And that's how you sort of spread that seed of yours throughout the planet.
And I think when you're talking about spreading your seed, I think that we need to realize that.
Sorry, you just.
We need to realize that, we don't get immediate affirmation through social media. And I think that's why people are so frantic about changing and watching what other people are doing and trying to emulate that, because we don't get that, hey, love what you're doing right away. You may never get it, but it might be a year later that somebody calls you and they're booking something with you. They're creating a relationship through business with you, and they've been following you for a year or 2 years, and you never knew it. So you need to be patient. It is the long game. And we get through our photography business. That's where most of our business comes from now. We've created this relationship with people. Some of them we didn't know we were in a relationship with. And we're like, well, why didn't you leave a comment once in a while? That would have been really nice and made me feel good, but you didn't.
True story. Can I say a story, just to tell a story, since that's what we're talking about? I had a woman reach out to me 2 weeks ago. She has been following me on Instagram for the better half of 3 years now. She went through a really horrendous divorce. And in her previous relationship with her husband, she always wanted to do a boudoir intimate photo shoot with me. But her husband was not in favor of it. And she had been following, even though I don't talk a lot about my boudoir on my Instagram, she had been following all of my posts for 3.5 years and was touched on what she perceived how much I cared. And this is not a plug for Deevo.
It sounds like one.
It isn't. But one of the things that she really loved was she felt like I really cared about my clients and my work that I do. I wasn't just out there taking photos, because this is the message that she left me. And she's really insecure about herself because her husband sort of broke her down and made her feel unattractive and made her feel like she wasn't this powerful butterfly that she really was. And so she said to me in our first meeting, I was really scared reaching out to you because I didn't know that I wanted to do this. The only reason I did reach out to you is because I knew that if I were going to do this type of photo shoot with somebody, I could trust you to do this, because of what she had seen over the last 3 years and the type of posts that I had done. And so she's now doing this boudoir photo shoot with me because of the stories that I've been telling connected with her. And she felt trusted enough and reliably enough in me and what I've done, having never met me, just based upon the stories that I had been telling her for 3 years. And so now she's divorced, and this is something she's exploring, and she's going to do a photo shoot with me because of everything she had seen through my story. So again, that happens every single day with us through that sorts of connections with people. And so at the outset, you said, why should I tell stories? This is why you should tell stories.
Can I go back as well? When you asked also, your branding? Why do you start with your branding, your strategy about your branding? It's exactly that as well, because everybody talks about authenticity, but it's hard to be authentic if you're not genuine about it, and you can't do it for the long game. If I can throw a few things out where I'm pretending to be someone else, I don't know how long that would last. What's the life cycle of that? But if you're authentically reaching out, if you believe in your brand, if you believe in your mission, you have that longevity to keep telling your story, keep reaching out to those people that are going to kind of buy your Kool-Aid or drink your Kool-Aid.
We're doing in the pipeline that we would like to share? Well, for one thing, we're getting ready to go skydiving, so that's really exciting.
That's personal.
In terms of projects, right now we're relaunching a new website for Sprout, so that's really exciting. That's going to be coming online in the next couple of months. We talked about honing in on our brand. It's an iterative process, right? So when we first began Sprout a year and a half ago, we thought we were going to do this, but as we got further and further embedded in the process and working with clients and sort of understanding what we're really good at, what we're really passionate about, and the types of work and clients we want to work with, we've sort of morphed into a different model a year and a half later than we were. And so we're sort of honing in on that. We're launching a new website. We're launching some new social media campaigns. And then with our clients, just continuing to try to add value, help them spread their word, uncover their superpowers and talents so that we can share their virtuosity with their database, and then just kind of continue to do our podcast. We really love that podcast.
I think as well, when you, again, going back to branding, when you figure out what your superpower is and how you want to show up, and you align yourself with clients that align with you, you believe in their mission. When you're working with them, you're still excited, you're invigorated, you're on fire for them. That's really exciting. So we're excited about a lot of the things that our clients are doing as well, and how they're showing up and how they're growing and distributing their thought seed to everyone else, and us being able to be a part of that. So that's one thing that we're really excited about. We have some clients that are really doing some amazing things in the world. And then we're putting out some offers. We're working on some offers for ourselves. So excited to share those as well.
Right. Wish you best of luck in this project, right? And your future endeavors. So we'd like you to share your social media and just your website.
Sure. You can find us jointly on Sprout Connectors. That's on the web, and that's on Instagram as well. You can find me at Lisa Staff Photo, and you can find Deevo at Fusion Photog.
Thank you once again, Lisa Staff and Deevo Tindall, for your submission to today's show. I really had a great time, right? Listening to your insights, especially on the topic of discussion, talking about branding, right? I can only wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors and in your projects, right?
Thank you, Amabala.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us on. Sorry about the connectivity issues.
Stuff's happen, right? Thank you, audience, for joining me on the show today. If you want to catch up with any of my missed episodes, just go online and search for Live on YouTube, Amabala Stephen, on any podcast distribution platforms you bump into, and you have a great time.
If you're thinking about